Plaintiff Samuel Fowler says the defendant was friends with his girlfriend, and the three of them used to hang out together. Samuel claims the defendant is a gambling addict, and he's suing her today because while he was trying to comfort the defendant about all of her problems, she damaged his vehicle. Defendant Gwendolyn Mitchell says she's known Samuel's girlfriend for 8 years, and after she started dating Samuel a year ago, he started alienating her from her friends. Gwendolyn admits that she damaged Samuel's car, but insists it was his fault for parking too close to her vehicle.
Prove your case.
Gwen is my friend Nicole Young, my girlfriend's friend, and they used to live together in an apartment complex, and their kids just play together, what have you. But I met her through my girlfriend Nicole Young, and she used to come by, have drinks with us, we used to play cards or what have you, so we established a friendship. So one day, my girlfriend Nicole Young owed Gwen money. And me and my girl went to the bank to get the money to go and pay Gwen. We met her at the Quick Start gas station. We were parked there, and I pulled up beside her in the other parking spot. And she was sitting there, she was all stressed out. And I'm like, girl, what are you all stressed out about? What's your problem?
He's lying.
And she had just found out that her daughter, a 15-year-old daughter, was pregnant, and she was late on her rent. And because she has a gambling problem, and she's an RN, she make pretty good money.
Let me hear your side, ma'am, before we get to the
Your Honor, first
car
of all,
damages.
I've known Nicole about 8 years. We lived in the same apartment complex, but we didn't live together. And he's been in her life about maybe a year now. He's alienated her from every friend that she has in Clinton. He even called me up, tried to force her to call me up on the phone. She wouldn't say anything. He gets on the phone. You can't come over no more. You can't talk to her no more. So I'm like, click. I don't even want to hear it.
Does he ever give a reason?
Because we were all friends. We used to hang out together.
I heard that.
And he called up he got her phone, went and called up our other friends and told them they couldn't come over, who could come over, who can see her, who can talk to her.
Did they say why?
Just because he didn't like them.
Okay.
No particular reason.
And how many friends told you this?
At least 4 that I know of.
4 of her friends
Yes.
told you that he called all 4 of them and said they couldn't see her
Oh, she
anymore.
told me too. Yeah, call him up,
All
call
right.
him, did everything.
Come on up. State your name.
My name's Nicole Young.
All right. Did he call 5, including her, of your friends and say that they couldn't see you anymore? She said you would tell me.
No, just her, just the one.
Just her.
She don't
All
owe
right, thank
money.
you very much. All right. So
She
far, I
just-
caught you in a lie.
No, she's lying, Your Honor.
Okay.
He did this.
I choose
yes, he
to
did.
believe her.
Okay.
All right, and him, because you didn't do it, right?
No,
All right.
I did call and tell her, Your Honor.
Right, no, I'm talking about the other 4.
No,
You
I
said
did not.
You called 4 of her girlfriends. Now, what else do you want me to know other than he called all of her friends, 5, including you, and said, don't come over here and you can't be a friend anymore.
Sam,
what else you want to tell me?
He's very controlling, and because he couldn't control the situation with this car, it's why we're even here today. He got an attitude and changed
I don't
everything
know what you're
around.
referring to with the car.
Your
so
Honor, may
let
I
me
say
allow
something?
him to tell me why he's suing you regarding the car.
Okay, Your Honor, this is the situation right here. Gwendolyn Mitchell.
You said that she pulled up.
Yes.
I'm
No,
sorry,
I pulled
you
up.
pulled up and she was stressed out, told
Yes.
you her 15-year-old was pregnant, told you what else?
Told me that she was late on her rent.
Late on her rent.
Yes,
And
and
what
she had
else?
lost all her money at
Lost
the
all her
boat.
money, and then what happened?
So while I'm talking to her, she turning up a bottle of N.J., drinking it, talking about she's stressed out. She's how she's stressed out, all her problems and this and that. And I'm like, it'll be all right, or whatever. You can come over later,
Let's
and
get
kick
to the
with
car.
us. Okay, I'm parked, okay, Your Honor. She's parked right next to me. After we get done talking, she turns her car on and get ready to pull off. She cuts her wheel all the way to the right, okay, and she's bagging out, and she sideswipes my car going back, and I'm like, Gwen, stop, you sideswiping my car. And she's like, what? And she stops and look, and pulls back in the driveway so she can get off of my car. So I'm like, I need to just
What
call
did
it.
she say about the car incident? that day. What did she say?
She said that it was my fault because I was parked too close. And I'm like, Gwen, how is it my fault that I'm parked too close? I'm like, even if I was parked too close, you the one moving your vehicle. My car is parked. So you hit a parked car.
Let me hear from
according
you,
to the
man.
law, that's you guilty.
Let me hear from
Everything that he's saying is not true. First of all, I got to the gas station first and I was parked. And I called them because they weren't there. Maybe they were pumping gas or whatever. He pulled up next to me and me and Nicole talked a little bit after we got the money. And when I got ready to pull out, I bagged straight out. I did not turn my wheel all the way to the corner, to the right or anything. And my daughter is 18 years old. Her baby is due next month. So he's lying about that. I went behind on my rent. She owed me money for over a month. It's why we were there. All that other thing. I don't need any advice from Sam or anything. He has no advice to give me.
I agree with you. If you had to loan his girlfriend money, then yeah, you need to give some advice to your girlfriend.
She must have owed her this money before me and her got together, Your
If she
Honor.
was such a gambling addict, she wouldn't have been able to loan money to anyone.
What I do with my money is none of Sam's business.
I agree, particularly if you have to loan some of it to his girlfriend.
Your Honor, like I was saying, she must have got the money before
Whatever, sir. That proves that she had extra money and isn't the gambling addict that you claim.
And this happened
Gambling addicts, they don't win ultimately because they gamble until they're broke. Go ahead, ma'am. So was the car parked though?
I was parked in the parking
When you
space
pulled
and in
off,
between my lines. And when I backed up, somehow it goes from me owing them, she owing me money to now I'm going to owe him money because his car got scratched. And when I looked, his wheels was way over the line, the yellow line that marked separates our
But like
spots.
he says,
and
ma'am,
she said,
like he said, ma'am, if his car's parked and you moved, you are at fault because he didn't move.
and we even made
It's regardless of what the closeness is, because you saw how close it was.
Yes.
And so when you see something, you have to avoid causing damage to something you see. That's like you go up to a business and you see a hole that is as big as this courtroom and it is 100 feet deep. And you decide to just walk into the hole on the way into the store. And you fall 100 feet down in a hole that you clearly saw was as big as this courtroom. Do you think that the business owner is responsible?
No.
Right, because you saw that hole.
yeah. And Judge Mathis, I
So
took
that's the point. You
responsibility.
saw how close he was to you. Go ahead, ma'am.
And even though all that happened, we worked out, okay, you're right, because I did do it. I said I would pay him.
Okay.
And he made out this arrangement. Oh, next time I saw him, if we go to insurance, it's gonna be $1,000, but if we don't, it'd be $500. So, okay, it's
What
gonna
was
be
the
$500.
agreement, sir, on repayment?
Your Honor, the agreement was I went out to my friend's body shop to get repair costs or what have you to get an estimate. I went out to him. I said, look, I'm not going through insurance because she didn't have no insurance. So I said, I'm paying out of pocket. Could you give me a price on how much it would cost to repair it?
And you have an out-of-pocket estimate that
Yes.
he gave you?
Yes.
How much was that?
The estimate came out to be $747
All right, ma'am, do you
or
have a
something.
problem with this amount or something?
I'm just saying what we agreed upon, Your Honor. He told me that it would be $500. He never showed me an estimate or anything. And we had even
Well, how
made
would
out.
you know it
These
was
are pictures.
500?
He took it to his friend, like he just said.
Well, he's provided me with an estimate from
I
the
told
friend.
her that
when
I
it
would
was
just,
pay time to pay the money.
What is? I don't understand.
Those are the, that's the fender.
That's $700 for sure, if not more. This is your stuff.
Your
You
Honor,
showing me,
exactly.
you showing
I
me
got
some
it.
rust that was
No.
already there.
No, it's, no,
What you
it's,
showing me this for?
Let me
Your Honor,
tell you,
it's
Your
up
Honor.
over. The rust have nothing to do with it.
Then
It's,
why you show me that?
that
Now
was one
she's
of,
gonna say that's what they trying to
No,
get
'cause I
money
got
from me.
pictures of
out
it
of the
anyway.
rust.
it's other pictures on there. That picture
Please,
wasn't
in the
included.
future,
Yo-
don't show something at all that was pre-existing.
tell you about
when
that
I'm
rust,
suing.
Your
I see
Honor.
that. See, she want to talk about the
Yeah,
rust
'cause
now.
when-
I'm not listening to that, ma'am. You know the rust had nothing to do
Your Honor,
with this.
I even made a payment agreement with her. I said she can, since
What's the
she
agreement?
don't,
What was the agreement?
I told her if she didn't have the money to give it all to me, that she can give me $100 every time she got paid, so that I can,
Made that
save the
agreement
money
myself.
and get it repaired. And then she never gave me any money. She said when she got her tax money, then she'll be able
What
to
did
give
you
it
say?
to me. And I said, okay, when you
All
got
right,
your
have
tax
you gotten
money.
your tax money?
I got my
been got
tax
it.
money.
Why haven't you paid
She
it?
never.
Your Honor, because I told him that I got bills way more important than Sam, and I
Exactly.
told
Oh, really?
him
More important than take care of them.
When I get my
What-
tax money, I could not give
She
him
got
$400.
other priorities that's way
Then
more
what?
important than me.
He accepted
I
that?
told him that I would give him $100 every time I get
I
paid.
heard that already.
And when I got my
you
taxes,
said, wait on my taxes. Your
When I got my-
taxes came and you had more important things. Is that your testimony?
yes.
That your defense is, I had more important things.
But I was
Gotcha.
going to pay him. We even made arrangements for me to go over and pay him. But I was going to rent a car at this time. And I guess things weren't happening fast enough for Sam because he kept calling me, asking me, did I want to meet him here and there? And I told him, no, I didn't have the car. And he called me back 2 or 3 times. I told him, still didn't have the car yet. And then the last time he called, he was like, that's okay. I don't want the money. And so I said, cool, and hung up. He called me back again.
Your Honor,
and he said, I just want you to know, you about to lose your license and you got $100,000 to lose on the boat every week, blah, blah, blah. So I hung up on him again. Then he called me back again, talking about I'm taking you to court. He never filed charges or anything. But when I got home, I called him and told him they could come get the money, the $100 I was going to give him. And I was going to give him another $100 on Tuesday. This
Okay,
was
so
Friday.
you didn't believe you no longer had to pay, even though he told you that.
No, I knew he was just saying he was
Good
going to
enough.
take it to court.
And you should have said, no, he forgave that debt when he said that. Well, that's all right. At least you're being honest. All right, you go from lying to being honest, back and forth.
I have not
You
lied
don't
to
know
you.
whether you're a liar or an honest
But
person.
I have pictures of the card as well.
Sir, what's the emotional distress for?
Because, Your Honor, I even told her that she could, I would come to wherever she was to get the money. And she kept lying to me and lying to me. And
So should I sue her too? She's been lying to me too.
Your Honor, I have
you
not
can't
lied
sue
to
Well,
you.
if I was you, Your
I
Honor.
did not lie to
I
him
mean,
either.
she's lying. She tells you one thing.
$747 is your judgment. That's the estimate. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.